Hey guys, welcome back to another discussion video.
Hello everybody, we're back.
And there's the other discussion we want to talk about now is what we got tiny over is Street Fighter V, which is going to be coming soon.
Yep.
A lot of old characters making an appearance, a lot of new characters from older games making an appearance.
We got Birdie, Rainbow Mika, you know, fan service basically.
Oh my god, yeah, that's a fan service like up the ass. Wait, seriously, who's Ultras is spamming their ass against a guy?
And recently Karin.
And the new trailer released for Zangief. This, by the way, this video came out when Zangief was released, so
yeah. But the first thing we're going to talk about is the gameplay-wise. This game is really different compared to Street Fighter 4 from the little gameplay that I've been able to play. This game is...
Wait, you played this game before?
Yeah, dude, my stepbrother has a PS4, so I was there when they were doing the beta.
Oh.
I played as Ryu. Dude, fucking... This game's hard, because it's not like Street Fighter 4 where you have to link special moves. You have to usually link, like as of the beta is right now, you're mostly going to be linking your normals into your other normals using like some sort of... I forgot the name. They're not necessarily linkers, but there's a certain name for them. So you can link them into Ultra. And, every character is different, but so far the best character that I've seen results with is probably Nash, which at the time everyone thought was actually kind of Charlie, which is kind of hilarious, but I don't...
But his name is Charlie.
No, his name's Nash. In the character roster, his name is Nash.
It's the Japanese version. Because in the Japanese version they call him Nash.
I see.
Along with the name controversy with the Shadowloo guys.
Oh yeah. Now, there's not really much gameplay to talk about, but what I do like is you can see here in this video, you can see him linking most of his normals into the special moves. Now, since there's not really that much gameplay to talk about, we're going to also talk about some gameplay mechanics rule-wise, which is basically the same thing, which repeating myself because I'm recording. But you have this new thing called V-Trigger, which is essentially Instinct from Killer Instinct, at the same time just Street Fighter-ized. Basically it gives characters...
Like Aism and Xism and Beastism in Street Fighter Alpha.
Yeah, but essentially what it does, it just gives your character different attributes. For example, with Ryu, he gains more move, he gains way more power to his moves. Like his Hadouken's more electricity, his Shoryuken does more damage. Chun-Li has the multiple fireballs, shadows. So we have Nash, well, his supers come up faster, and he can actually cancel the V-Trigger into a teleport, capable of doing more combos, which essentially is another thing. You always want a V-Trigger to be able to do combos. Like, that's another thing that people really love doing. And
as for the characters themselves, a lot of hype coming from the characters.
yeah, Ken has a new look, which I'm really personally happy for. He essentially no longer looks like a Ryu clone, but...
Ryu recolor.
I would say clone. It's like Captain Falcon and Ganondorf in Smash and Melee. They look different, but they essentially have the same moves. And you know I'm not lying when I say that.
Then we got Bison.
Which is the same, but he just looks way cooler. Then we have Nash, or quote-unquote Charlie, which finally came back from... What game did he last appear in?
We last saw him in Street Fighter 4 and in Guile's intro cutscene.
Besides that, like, as a playable character.
Street Fighter Alpha 3 or Marvel's Capcom 2.
That game is old, yo. That shit came out during the PS2. That shit's old.
Supposedly he's dead.
Yeah, but look, he actually came back, so... Yeah. And, there's another thing, let's see. Zangief just got announced. He looks no different than Street Fighter 4, just more graphically detailed.
You know what really sucks?
But,
They're not putting any Street Fighter EX characters.
you know, that really stinks, though, but I mean...
Because the Street Fighter EX characters are owned by, like, Akira, like the company.
True. And
I would like to see Karin in the game, because...
most stuff.
Those characters are, like, really underrated.
That's true. Now, another thing I do want to talk about is, rumors. There's rumors going around that, that certain characters are not going to be making an appearance in the game anymore. Basically, they want to minimize the Shoto clones as much as possible.
I bet Dan's one of them.
Yeah, probably. Oh, and by the way, this is Ken's new look, so let's keep that in mind. Ken does look a lot more different than he does in Street Fighter 4, which is really good. But the rumors are stating that, like, Shoto characters are not going to be reappearing, so I really hope that doesn't apply to Akuma, Oni, and Evil Ryu. Even though they are Shoto clones, they're just... I just love...
They're vital to the story, too.
Yeah, but I just love them as characters. In Street Fighter 4, like, all all three Shoto characters were essentially all my mains, which is
Not just because of love for the characters, but they're vital to the story.
yeah, there's that too, and yeah. So there's also that, and they're also going to try to minimize as similar characters as possible. So which means we're probably not going to get characters like Ying or Yang, considering they're way too similar.
Yun and Yang.
Yun and Yang. I keep fucking that up. But we might get one, if any of them reappear. And there's rumors that characters from Street Fighter Third Strike may be coming back. There's a lot of hype for Q and Sean, surprisingly. So
Don't forget Alex.
Alex, yeah, Alex too. So remember when he tried to be the main character in Street Fighter Third Strike?
Yeah.
That didn't work. Oh, then yeah, that was I don't know what I was saying there. But finally, the last thing I want to talk about is what can we expect from this game? Like, what, are you expecting good gameplay wise, or are you gonna expect it to be a giant flop because of overhype?
It should be like a good game, if you ask me.
I think it's gonna be an excellent game, but remember how Ultra Street Fighter 4 was really hyped, and then within like
All of it is just a patch.
basically, yeah. But this is gonna be new gameplay mechanics, and basically, I want to see what they do with the arcade, like the story for all these characters in this new game, because I really want to see how the transition from Street Fighter 4 is gonna come into Street Fighter 5, at least arcade-wise, because in most of the games, the end.
There's a lot of cliffhangers in the stories. Like, example, Balrog's ending.
Yeah. Wait, what happened?
You never saw like there's like this weird child that got like some strange energy with Balrog.
Oh yeah, that's there's way too many cliffhangers. So yeah. Also, Oni. I want to talk about that. Mentioning the story mode. If you ever play Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Oni is actually a completely separate person from Akuma. But in the Street Fighter 4, he is not. He is actually Akuma, just completely consumed. But the thing is, Street Fighter Cross Tekken is sort of canon in its own aspects because of one character from Tekken actually working for Shadowloo, which basically
Ganryu, I think his name is.
which essentially means that Tekken and Street Fighter might be in the same universe. So that means Oni might be a separate person, but at the same time he really isn't. And that's basically mentioning the story. If they do bring back Akuma, I hope they reestablish what Oni is, if he's a separate person or if he's just Akuma completely consumed by the Sasunito Hado.
And then we go to voice actors. Let's hope Kyle Herman makes a reappearance for Ryu, because
I think he is though. Like I don't know yet, because even Ryu already has a voice, but I'm not good with voice actors, so you're gonna have to check that out yourself. If you
Plus actually was able to talk about Cammy, like her voice actor. Like we went to a convention to SuperCon.
and yeah,
She said she knows who was gonna play as Curly, but she won't tell us.
I'm not surprised because they're all like friends and stuff
Yep.
in the voice acting community, because you have to learn with the people you work with. There's never supposed to be hatred, otherwise the character won't seem as good as it should be.
Yep.
And yeah, like that's all we can essentially talk about. If you would give this game a rating as of right now, what would you give it?
After all, it's still in its beta.
Yeah, even if it's in the beta, like I would probably give it a solid 8 out of 10. The 9 is mostly because there's a few bugs here and there with the online net play, and the other 10 is the fact that this is still a beta, so there isn't as much characters. But hey, that point is still being debated right now. So as always, guys.
At least it ended up like the Halo multiplayer beta.
Oh god, yeah, that was fucking horrible.
Yep.
So thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more videos, content, discussions, tutorials, and all that stuff. Rated now.
And PKK11.
Alright then, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.
Fake Ring, get out!